We're going to go on to sales training. One thing that will help you is actually these techniques that you're going to learn. You can apply it to recruiting and to selling, not just that it's the same. It's exactly the same technique. I was saying to someone in the break that you're either really good at selling or you're really good at recruiting. It's unusual to be good at both at the same time because you're focusing your energy onto one thing. What I did was I sold the mascara like no one's business, but before they actually bought it, I said, well, actually, you could get a mascara in our presenters kit for £79. For just a few more pounds, you can get over £170 worth of makeup and a business and a free website. I'm going to the top of this company where they can earn a serious amount of money. Do you fancy joining me? And then they're like, oh, okay. And I also let them know that if you don't sell anything, no big deal. You've just got a really nice kit for a really nice price. I don't know many other companies that don't have a get out clause, like if you don't do £500 worth of sales in 4 weeks, then there's an additional fee to pay up for the rest of the kit. That was one of the things that I was so impressed with Unique before I joined, was that if I didn't sell a thing, I don't get charged anymore. I just get a really nice kit for a really good price. So kidnappers are welcome. I did hear Amber Voigt was originally a kidnapper. Is that true, Nadine?
Not to my knowledge.
I heard that somewhere. I don't know.
She said it.
She said it. She's a kidnapper. Yeah. Well, there we go. Kidnapper to millionaire. Fancy that, finding a kidnapper to join your team and she becomes a millionaire. So kidnappers are welcome. There's no pressure. There's no targets. I mean, you have got our statuses, but they're there if you wanna build a career from it. And actually, I like the fact that they're there because it's rewarding when you hit it. But there's no one breathing down your neck saying you gotta hit it, you gotta hit it, you gotta hit it. What's your party lineup looking? And all of that. That is just like. So, with all of this sales training, you can apply it to sales and you can apply it to recruiting. It's the same sort of technique. The first thing that you need to be is 100% certain in what you are talking about. There is no point in selling anything, whether it's the mascara or the opportunity, if you're not 100% in the first place. How can you expect them to be 100% into buying it if you're not 100% into what you're talking about? So, let's just say, for instance, the sales technique is on a little timeline. I get to play this picture. So you've got 1 and you've got 10. Now 1 being that they're not really that interested, and 10 being they're 100% going to buy it. The moment that they private message you for more information or comment on your post, then they go up to a 4. So it's your job to then get them from a 4 to a 10. And the best way to do that is through your enthusiasm and through your story. Why did you get it? Anyone want to tell us? Anyone?
Why I bought the scarf?
Yeah. You wanted it?
Yes.
But why?
I never wore any other makeup apart from mascara, so for me that's all I wore, so why not? Best one.
Exactly.
I used to wear false lashes all the time, and the glue just ruins my lashes, so you can get that look all the time now.
Exactly. And I mean, how many of us were in tears earlier? And it was lucky it's waterproof, hey? So, the best way to get them from a 4 to a 10 is by telling your story, but with some serious enthusiasm. There is no point whispering about it. You've got to be like, you've got to have this mascara. My lashes are now growing back. I can't deal with glue. You can have the same false lash effect without the glue, without the mess, time saving. You don't need to worry about lashes falling off. And the same with you, have the best mascara. So use buzzwords. Don't hold back. Don't be shy with it. You've got to be 100% certain that they're going to buy this mascara because, like, why wouldn't they? That sort of, you're so certain that they're going to want this mascara. Or the splurge. Who is in love with the splurge? Oh, right? And why do you love the splurge? It doesn't. It's one of the only cream eyeshadows I know that actually doesn't budge, right? And how it's so shimmery, isn't it shimmery? Like, where can you... Really? So, if you're telling someone about the splurge, everyone, when I asked you about the splurge, you all went, oh yeah! That is the bottled enthusiasm that you need to show right across to your customer. You have to show that. Do not hide it. A lot of people reserve themselves and hide it and then they don't get the sale. But it's the same with the opportunity as well. If someone says no, it doesn't necessarily mean they don't want it. It normally means they need more information about it. So if someone says no, then just go, oh okay, not to worry. Leave them there. You don't want to wind them up. You don't want to be like a pushy salesperson. That's not cool. But what you can do is 2 seconds after that conversation over private message, you can get onto your profile and you can pop up a post of why you absolutely love this mascara, and they're going to watch that. And they'll come back and they'll go, oh, do you know what? Actually, yeah, I think I might go for that. Or the same with the job. You can, if someone says no, they're not really sure about joining, why not then 2 minutes after that put up a dress that you're going to wear to the Sassylash ball? Who's coming to the Sassylash ball? Woo! Right, we're still selling tickets to them, so if you want to come to that, and Glenn's going to be there, so everyone's got to go and see him. But post up a picture of the dress that you're wearing at the Sassylash ball, or what dress that you would like to wear at the Sassylash ball, and they will be looking at that, and they might come back to you. It might not be straight away, but they'll come back to you, and they'll say, I've been thinking about it, actually. I think I might. How many of you in this room joined off on the spot? Just instantly? Quite a few of you. How many of you felt they needed more time to think about it and saw a bit more information? So this is exactly what you need to do. You've got to allow people to have information. It's only right. And do not get offended when they say no, because you can end up destroying the relationships that you're building. And that's not what you want to do. Okay, so transferring the highest level of certainty. You're 100% certain that this mascara is the best mascara in the whole world, and you need to transfer that from you to them. It's as simple as that. The best way to do it is through enthusiasm and through certainty and through your story. There's no point really listing a whole load of facts and figures, because your enthusiasm, your real, genuine enthusiasm won't come off. It needs to be real, it needs to be true, it needs to be your story. Stories sell. You need to, logical, so features and benefits. But features and benefits, like it's waterproof. So you can actually all say, at our meeting there wasn't a dry eye in the room at one point, but lucky we had our waterproof mascara. So everyone's done that already. So you've got your features and you've got your benefits, because people buy through logical thought and through emotional thought. So once you've told them the features and benefits through your story of why they're going to love it, they're going to need to go through the emotional side of it. And the best way to that is you then get them forward thinking about how they would feel wearing the mascara, or how they would feel by being part of our team. Tonality and body language. This is more if you're face to face with someone. So not so much over the internet. It's a little bit hard to do body language over the internet. But when you're face to face with someone, building up an instant rapport is doing another side of that in a minute. But if you mimic someone's actions gently, not over the top, But if you mimic their actions, you're going to start building a rapport with them. They're going to start thinking, oh, I quite like this person, but I'm not really sure why. It's like a subconscious rapport that you're building. And if you do, I've actually tested this out. It's weird, it works. But if you're sitting across the table with someone, say you've gone for a coffee, she wants to know more about the actual job role, and she scratches her ear, so you scratch your ear. And she will just like put her hands on her hips. So you would gently, not like copy everything obvious, but little things. You then give it 20 minutes, you pick up your coffee and you watch what she does next. And that's it, you're building up a rapport. And that is why she will pick you and not someone else to join your team. That is why she'll pick you to buy the mascara from and not someone else. The best way to do it over Facebook is to use their sort of language. So if they're like, hi honey, then you go back with, hi honey, this is really good. If they're a bit more reserved, then you going in like that is going to be, she'll be like, what? So go in with the sort of language that they're using. If they're very quick and sharp and to the point, you be quick, sharp and to the point. Still be really friendly, don't get me wrong, you need to be friendly and enthusiastic, but follow their sort of language and you will build up a much better rapport than someone else. And what please do not do, please, not ever, is when someone says how much the mascara, do not say £23. That's supposed to be luxury. Like, don't expect a sale. It just doesn't happen. If someone asks you how much a product is, then thank them for inquiring and give them the features, the benefits, and how they're going to feel. You're going to feel amazing wearing this mascara. It's so gentle on the eyes, it's not heavy on the lashes, and it gives you the full slash effect in no time at all. So that extra bit of information that will take you 20 more seconds to write will get you far more sales than anything else. As you're building up the conversation, talk about the company. You know, the fact that we're only 2 years old and we're like dominating the world already. Then people buy from people and people like to know a little bit about the company. I know there's many people that like buying Body Shop, for instance, because they were one of the first to not test on animals and have values. And one of the things that I quite like about Unique is that I find they're very similar to the way Body Shop was when I was there. They have really good values and amazing makeup. So you'll be surprised. I used to work in the store as well. How many people actually buy from companies just because of their values alone, and how many people don't buy from companies because of their lack of values. So do mention that. Mention that every time someone buys a mascara, they are helping to help Unique do the Unique Foundation. I mean, how amazing was that story at the beginning of the day, that every single one of you has helped out someone that's been sexually abused? How amazing is it to know that you have done that? Why not? If you go on your phones, there is tons and tons and tons of beauty apps, makeup apps, and they will give you a makeup tip. There's tons. These apps are full of makeup tips. So if you have that app and then you put that makeup tip on your page or on your profile, or if you have a customer group that is, these are tips are exclusive for your customers, you don't have to be a makeup artist to know these tips. These tips are readily available on all apps on your phone. And if you add value to your customers through giving them beauty tips every day, I put one up about strawberries making your teeth whiter. They will remember you. Again, it's about standing out from the crowd. You've got to be a cut above the rest. You've got to show that you're different and you care. And when you do that, you'll get fans. You'll get huge fans, and they will recommend you and they'll rebuy from you every single time. Position yourself as the best. Yes, we're all unique presenters, but you need to tell yourself you're the best one out there, and you will give off this presence that people will want to buy from you. Has anyone got any questions? Any objections that they get that they can't get round when it comes to sales?
Maybe we just think about if someone inquires about the car, don't say it's only cancelled about the benefits and the features, and then is it straight after you said that, then you can say the price? Or?
I would still say the price, but I would talk about the features, the benefits, how amazing they're going to feel with the mascara, and for just £23, and it will last you 3 to 6 months, 3 months hygienically really, but you know what women are like.
We'll do that right message.
We'll do that, but never reveal the price on the thread. The reason why is you've lost, what you want is the thread to keep going and going and going, especially if it's on your profile. If people are commenting on it, it will go up on all their friends' news feeds. The last thing you want to do is put £23 on your profile wall in the post or in the thread, because the moment you put £23, you've answered their question, no one else is going to comment on it, and then you've lost your reach to so many people. So just go, I'll PM you, and you'll get, can you PM me too? Can you PM me too? And then you've got a whole list of people asking for a private message.
What did you say? Because I've done that before and I've said, oh, yeah, PM, and then people go, oh, for God's sake, can you not just tell everyone?
Ignore them.
That's what I did. I was just checking.
What do you do when that person has PM'd you? You tell them the price and they go on the thread and they say, oh, it's that.
I delete the comment if it's on if it's on a selling site and they've done it. Oh, didn't you feel like punching right in the face? This is that do one already. No, delete their comment. But if you can't, because there's some selling sites that you can't delete their comment, I would delete the whole thing and put it up there.
Right,
Because
The other way around that, Tash, is if you log on via a laptop, you can actually click on that comment and you can click hide. They still think that everyone can see their comment, but no one else can.
that's a good idea.
See their comment.
You can only do that on laptops though, can't you?
Yeah, you can't do it on your phone, but you can go onto a laptop and push hide on that comment. No one else sees it.
But they still think it's there. Oh, sorry. Oh, you can do it on the phone? Oh, you can do that on the phone now?
Question about technical analysis.
Yes.
So I know you need to take their products. The ingredients though, we don't have clarification on whether those ingredients are tested.
No, we're not too sure on that yet, but that should be coming up. So that should be coming up quite soon. Yeah. Yeah, and you need to be able to back it up with facts. You don't want someone else running rings around you. Yeah. Well, for the do you know the little bunny? They're currently putting into place to be that approved. But as far as I'm aware, you need to be in business for 3 years. You need to show what you're doing for 3 years. So we can't have that label until we're 3 years old. But the wheels are in motion for that to happen.
So what
But
do you say to people when they ask?
this is really cheeky. I literally copy and paste what compliance, because I will message compliance to get their best response, and I will copy and paste what they say. I'll say this is a response from compliance. So yeah.
If you guys go to say an actual product, 95% is something actually stopped. You know that?
Yeah.
It's 95% actually.
Yeah. Yeah, because we wouldn't be able to get the little bunny otherwise.
Can you repeat the questions, because we can't hear the questions?
Oh yeah. I'll pass the.
I was just going to say about the PETA bunny, because it takes 3 years and we've not been going for 3 years, you just say we're going through the compliance process, and so far everything's fine. We've not had any information back to the contrary, if that helps.
Yeah.
What's the bunny?
The bunny, PETA, is to basically say that we don't test on animals. Like our products are not tested on animals. Any more questions?
What do you say to the haters?
The unique haters, throw me one. Be a unique hater right now.
Yeah, pyramid cells, it's like Amway.
I love the pyramid cells one. Okay.
Can I just mention something as well? With the haters, I made this mistake and I commented.
Don't interact with them.
Don't do it.
No.
Why do what everybody's needs to be?
Yeah.
And afterwards I was like, oh, why did I do that?
The ones, the haters, I private message them. So don't acknowledge them on a thread because they attract more haters and then everyone wants to moan. But I private message them and I start to tell them about the Unique Foundation as well. And I make them feel really bad for trying to stop us in our tracks. And actually that's worked several times where I've completely changed their opinion. As for the pyramid scheme, you just, if you name me the structure that your company, if you was to draw a little shape of your company, then what shape would it be? And actually, this is probably the least pyramid that I know because people can overtake other people. There was my upline, she is amazing, but I was black status before she was. So that's a really weird shaped pyramid there. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is the weirdest shaped pyramid. If she's purple and I'm black, how does that work if we were a pyramid? So yeah, I would just say no, actually we are far less than what even their 9 to 5 job is.
Did you see the one, see these posts that people are putting on and it's obviously fake stuff, but obviously that's like really effective in like sales and that. You put a post up and some random thinks they're helping the wealth by like putting this picture on.
Is this
where it's
the
like red
eyeball?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's old school now. No, with that one, do you know what I did with that? Because sometimes, who's been tagged in that? Yeah. I have actually, again, private message. When that's come to your front door and someone's tagged you in it, where you feel right now, I've got to say something because it's really rattled my cage now. I actually private messaged the person who put that picture up. There's no point commenting on the thread. Whatever opinions people have, there's fake mascaras everywhere you go. There's fake Uggs, there's fake bags, there's fake MAC makeup. There is fake everywhere. If people want to buy fake, then so be it. But the people who buy fake would never buy the real stuff anyway. The people who buy the fake Louis Vuitton handbags would never buy the real one. So you haven't lost a customer that you never had. But with the eyeball, I would private message, and this is what I've done a few times, and it's worked every time I've done it, is I, again, private message the person who put the picture up. I then tell them about Unique and about the Unique Foundation and how every mascara that we sell that has done good, we sell 17,500 mascaras a day, and it's funny how it's the same eyeball going around with the same name. It's not different names, it's the same name. And actually, by them posting up that picture, you are stopping us from helping with the Unique Foundation and us raising money to help people that's been sexually abused. So I make them feel really bad. And they take it down. And I actually throw some hard facts at them that if our products were really like that, our products, if they were really like that, you wouldn't have 17,500 mascaras selling a day to this day now. They would try, and I tell you, we would have 17,000 eyeballs all over Facebook, and none of us would be in a job. So it's really, some people get really upset and frustrated, but it's just one name, one eyeball, and let her crack on. She's in a bit of trouble over that anyway, so never mind, eh? Who's next?
You said about the.
You say that you tell them a lot about the foundation. I actually did do this, and I came a bit undone. The lady basically came back to me and said she could only watch the first few seconds of it because she thought it was appalling that they had taken their children on stage to use them. And I really didn't know what to say back to her.
I would just be like, I'm really sorry you feel that way. Bye.
Somebody basically jumped on a thread of mine at some point, and I was quite polite and professional, and I took her to a private message, and I explained about the foundation, and she kind of came back to me and told me that she switched it off within like the first few seconds because she didn't agree with the fact that they had taken their children on the stage to say the things that they had said. I did blank it after that, and I didn't really know what to reply to her, so I kind of left her hanging, but I didn't know what you would say.
Well, this is what they're trying to do, aren't they? They're trying to create awareness and make it so that it's not a taboo for people to talk about it, especially children. Yeah, especially children. So, yeah, my opinion would be, I'm sorry you feel that way. Goodbye. Yeah, you can't please everyone, unfortunately, but the majority of people in this world are actually happy people, so the negative Nellies can, but as long as because I'm glad we're talking about this, because you want to learn how to overcome objections, and the best way to overcome objections is 100% know what you're doing and where you're going. Doesn't matter if they want to come with you or not, doesn't matter. The second one is that you can't beat cold hard facts. The fact of the matter is they have the Unique Foundation, they have a lodge, they're about to help 60 people now rebuild their lives, and that's amazing. And if someone doesn't like that, they don't need to be in my company. And you can't, there's loads of opinions being floated around, but you can't beat cold hard facts. And it's a fact that we sell 17,500 mascaras a day. It's a fact that we've changed people's lives, whether it's from someone becoming homeless to becoming a millionaire, or just being able to pay for their family's week shopping. That has changed their lives. Don't ever get into confrontation with opinions. Just give back cold hard facts. And bounce back with positivity, happiness and enthusiasm, and you'll go far with that. And if they don't like it, they can go away.